What if I told you that going to bed at the wrong time after 70 is like taking a daily dose of poison for your brain? That the reason you're feeling exhausted, forgetful, and sluggish isn't because you're just getting old, but because you've been fighting against your body's new internal clock and losing. In just the next 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact bedtime window that could literally transform your health overnight. A simple shift that's helping thousands of seniors sleep deeper, think clearer, and wake up with energy they haven't felt in decades. And before you think, oh, I've heard all the sleep advice before, this isn't about sleeping pills, fancy mattresses, or complicated routines. It's about one specific time window that Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and Johns Hopkins researchers have discovered is critical for anyone over 70. Let me ask you something deeply personal. Have you noticed yourself dozing off during your favorite TV show, only to be wide awake at 2 a.m.? Or sleeping a full 8 hours but waking up feeling like you barely rested at all? You're not broken. You're not just old. You're simply ignoring what your body is desperately trying to tell you. As a sleep specialist with over 20 years working exclusively with seniors, I've seen this one change create transformations that seemed almost miraculous. I've watched patients go from forgetful and depressed to sharp and energetic in just weeks. But here's the shocking truth no one's talking about. After 70, your body loses up to 40% of the deep sleep you enjoyed in your 50s. 40%. That means even when you think you're sleeping, your brain and body aren't getting the restoration they desperately need. And the real kicker? Your melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, now starts pumping out hours earlier than it did when you were younger. That drowsiness you feel at 8:30 p.m.? The one you fight through with coffee or willpower? That's not weakness. That's your body's wisdom trying to save your health. I'll never forget Mr. Johnson, a 75-year-old former history teacher who came to my office completely defeated. "Doctor," he said, his voice cracking, "I go to bed at 11 p.m. like I always have, but I lie there for hours, and when I finally sleep, I wake up feeling worse than before. Is this just old age?" We ran tests. Nothing was medically wrong. He was simply ignoring his body's new rhythm. I asked him to try something that seemed almost too simple. Go to bed at 9:30 p.m. every night. For just 3 weeks, he laughed. That early? Like a child? But 3 weeks later, he walked into my office a different man. Standing taller, eyes brighter. "It's like someone turned the lights back on in my brain," he said, tears in his eyes, all from one simple change. But stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal next is even more powerful. Recent Mayo Clinic research shows that seniors who consistently go to bed between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. experience a shocking 45% improvement in sleep quality. Not 5%, not 10%, 45%. And here's where it gets truly life-changing. Those who switched to this earlier bedtime saw their heart problems drop by nearly half. Half. Blood pressure normalized. Irregular heartbeats settled. Some even reduced their medications with their doctor's blessing. But wait, it gets better. Remember Mrs. Williams? She battled insomnia for 40 years. Tried everything. Melatonin, herbal teas, sleeping pills. Nothing worked. "I've gone to bed at midnight since I was a teenager," she told me. "I don't know how to sleep earlier." I explained how her internal clock had shifted, asked her to try the 9:30 bedtime for just 3 weeks. When she returned, tears streamed down her face. "Doctor," she whispered, "I finally sleep through the entire night." Her brain fog lifted, her memory sharpened, her depression vanished, all from honoring her body's new rhythm. In our clinic's 6-month study of 500 seniors, the results were undeniable. 80% fell asleep faster, 75% woke up less during the night, 70% reported better energy and mood the next day. But what about your memory? That precious part of you that holds your stories, your relationships, your very identity? The Thompsons came to me terrified they were developing dementia. Forgotten appointments. Repeating questions. That scary mental fog. After just 3 months of their new 9:30 bedtime routine, their memory function improved by 32%. Mr. Thompson returned to his morning crosswords and finished them. "I feel like the lights are back on upstairs," he told me, grinning. Why? During those early night hours, your brain literally washes away toxins linked to Alzheimer's and dementia. Miss that window, and those toxins stay put. But what if you've tried everything and still struggle with sleep? Here are 5 simple steps that transform sleep for hundreds of my patients. First, honor that golden hour between 9 and 10 p.m. That wave of tiredness you feel around 8:30? That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Second, cut off caffeine after 3 p.m. Even that tiny square of chocolate after dinner can wreck your sleep. And eat your last full meal at least 3 hours before bed. Third, dim your lights after 7:30 p.m. Your ancient brain responds to light. Bright light says, stay awake. Soft amber light whispers time to rest. Fourth, create a gentle 20-minute wind-down routine. We don't send children straight from play to sleep. Why treat yourself with less care? Read a few pages. Listen to soft music. Just sit quietly with your thoughts. Fifth, and this might be the hardest, put down all screens 30 minutes before bed. That blue light is kryptonite to your sleep hormones. I want you to really hear this. You're never too old to feel better. You're never too late to heal. There is still time, beautiful, meaningful time, for your body to feel rested, your mind to feel clear, and your spirit to feel calm. Tonight, when darkness falls, I want you to try something. Don't fight that early wave of tiredness. Don't push through with TV or coffee. Instead, see it as a message, a gentle invitation. You've done enough today. It's time to rest. Because sometimes the most powerful healing begins with the smallest change. If you believe it's never too late to rest, heal, and feel strong again, type the word hope in the comments below. And if you know someone struggling with sleep, share this video. It might be the gift that changes everything for them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries on aging well. What's one sleep habit you're going to change tonight? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope tonight brings you peace and tomorrow greets you with strength. Until next time, sleep well.